Hi everyone, so today I'm going to show you how to make a can cozy like this one, which is a crochet pattern that I've come up with myself. So you're going to need some yarn, around 4mm, a 4mm crochet hook, a yarn needle, a stitch marker. So you could have one like this, or you could use a safety pin or a paper clip and some scissors. Now this is a spiral pattern, so as you can see on this there is no kind of join, so it basically just goes round and round and round and round until you get to the height of can cozy that you want. So the first thing you need to do is to make a loop. So if you hold the yarn like this, then loop it over, so you've got, and then put your thumb over just to keep it in place, and then pull your yarn through like that, and then insert your crochet hook and pull tight. Now the first stage is to make a chain of 3. So to make a chain, you hold your crochet hook like this, so you've got your thumb here, and then your index finger holds onto the loop on your crochet hook, then yarn over, pull through, and then again yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. So that's 3 chains that you've done, so you've got 3, 2, 1. The second stage is to make 12 single crochets into this first chain. So if you count back 3, 2, 1 and insert your crochet hook into that first chain, and to do a single crochet what you do is you pull the yarn through, then hold on to the 2 loops on your crochet hook, yarn over, pull through both of them. So that's your first single crochet done. So now what you need to do is your second one. So insert your hook into the same place, so, and then hook your yarn through, hold on to that, yarn over, pull through, and again insert your crochet hook, pull through, yarn over, pull through. So that's 3, and now you're going to need to do 12 in total. So I've now done 12 single crochets into that first chain space. Now because this is a spiral pattern, you don't need to slip stitch into the first single crochet, you just go round and round in a spiral. So the first thing you need to do is do a single crochet into that first single crochet that you made. So insert your hook, pull through, yarn over, pull through, and then you get your stitch marker and you put a stitch marker into that stitch that you've just made. Now what you're going to need to do is do a second single crochet into that space. So yarn in, pull through and over, pull through. So what you're now going to need to do is in every single crochet you've done, you'll do 2 single crochets. So you've done 12, and that will increase it into 24 stitches in total. So I've now got 24 stitches in total, so I'm just going to remove my stitch marker, and then in the next space I'm going to do another single crochet, and then I'm going to stitch mark that stitch like I did before, and then in the same space I'm going to do another single crochet, and then in the next space I'm going to do 1 single crochet, and then in the next I'll be doing 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1 until you have 36 stitches in total in your spiral. So if you lose count of your stitches, you can go back to where your pin is, and you can see these V's, and each V is a stitch. You can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and so on. And also if you kind of make a mistake, you can easily kind of unravel it to where you go and insert your hook and just work out. Okay, so in this one I've done 2 single crochets, so I know to do 1 in this one and then 2 in the next. So with crocheting compared to knitting, I find it's a lot easier to correct my mistakes. Okay, so now you've done your row of 36 stitches in your spiral. The next step is to do 36 back loop single crochets. So take out your stitch marker, and a back loop single crochet is basically a single crochet, but instead of going through the 2 V's, you just go through the back loop of that V. So as you can see, you've got the front loop and the back loop, and you'll insert your crochet hook into the back loop, single crochet, so hook through, over, into the back, pull through, over, 3, and then just carry on until you've done 36 of them. So I've now done 36 back loop single crochets. Now you're going to start building your cup shape, so you don't need to count stitches anymore. You're just going to go back to doing normal single crochets into the next stitch. So you'll just keep doing single crochets round and round and round until you get the height of can cozy that you want. Now you can kind of mix yarns up, so you could kind of use stripes, or I did one where I used scraps of yarn, which looked pretty cool. I might do that with this one. Just keep going round and round with your single crochets, and I will do that and I will show you how I'm getting on. So as you can see, it's starting to make a little bit of a cup shape, this project. So I've changed yarn, and the tip that I would recommend is to actually, instead of weave the ends in at the end of the project, is to embed them into your stitches. So I'm going to insert my hook and then do a single crochet, and then I'm going to kind of hide it inside, hide the ends inside the stitch. So again, I'm just embedding them inside, and that just kind of hides it, keeps it nice and neat, and saves you having to weave them in at the end. So I've been crocheting away, and this is where I've got so far. As you can see, I've done a striped can cozy, so I'm just using up scraps of yarn. So that's where I've got so far, and I will keep going, and then I will be back to show you how to finish it off. Hi everyone, so I've now finished the full height of my can cozy, and I'm just going to show you how to finish off. So what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to do a slip stitch. So to do that, you put your hook through the next space, pull the yarn through, then through the loop on your crochet hook, yarn over and pull through, and then pull tight. So my tail is a little bit long, so I'm just going to cut it a little bit shorter, and then what I need to do is get my yarn needle, and then in the middle of the stitches just pull your yarn needle through. So I've inserted my yarn needle into a few stitches, and now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to insert my yarn into the eye of the needle and pull it through and pull it tight, and then just cut off the excess, and there you go, and it's now ready to put a can of your favourite drink in. And because cans are usually the same size as each other, it will fit most fizzy drinks. But if you do have a tall can, you can do a you can just carry on and do it a bit higher, or I did a mini can cozy for the mini Diet Cokes, as you can see the difference. So you can use scraps. I'm quite glad that I did stripes for this one, because it used up some bits of yarn scraps in my yarn box. So you could do stripes with lots of different colours, and do thin stripes, or you could just do 2 stripes alternating, or you could just do one colour, or like with this one I used a multicoloured yarn. So the possibilities are endless in terms of design, and if you kind of want to drink from your can, you can make it a little bit shorter, but I drink with straws, so I kind of have it a bit higher, and it also means that now my hands will not get cold when I am drinking my favourite drink.